So this part on page 136, I think, is a nice way of kind of summing up what I've talked about in the early points. So he is, I think he's still at Yale, and he's trying to get tenure now. And he says, it would be confronting to think that we struggled and suffered in some great war for truth and knowledge. But I suspect that some of us were merely lucky, some unlucky. And then he talks about why he was promoted, why he got tenure. But I thought this was interesting when he says a great war for truth and knowledge, because it reminds me kind of, wouldn't you think that barbarians would never want victories? They would always want the world to be somewhat in a state of disorder so that they could roam around and pillage and steal people's stuff. And that reminds me of, like, if we make truth subjective, then what we do is we disable the ability to have any victories, to win anything, to make a stand. And you could compare that to building a castle. If there are no standards and no grounds for disagreement and no grounds for truth, there can be no castles. And then everyone can roam around as barbarians, right? But if you can nail down a few truths, then you can build walls of stone. And that, of course, keeps out the barbarians who just want to run around the playground, run around in the wilderness and hit each other with clubs. You can then start to create a tower of knowledge. So I thought, anyways, that's just what I was thinking of when I read The Great War for Truth and Knowledge, which is from the book here.